Blessed day, everyone. So, this dream is quite personal to me, but I think someone might resonate or in the same situation as I am and may learn from this because I learned from this. So, this video found you because it's synchronicity. You clicked on this video because this is for you. Okay, so I had this weird dream. It's really weird, guys, but I'm gonna share it to you. So it was like it was in the olden days, like the Wild West something setting. There's a wagon where there's a bride there who escaped, who was gonna get married to this powerful man, but escaped and then got shot. That was really weird. And then there was another girl and a woman talking to that girl that's supposed to be another bride for that man and was telling her like another setting something um anybody who resists not getting married to that guy ends up like that. But it was so clear and it was so weird that I really had to search for the meaning of it. So what does it mean? How does it apply to life, if ever it's applicable to life? So I went to chat GPT and this is the meaning. Dreams like this don't have a single fixed meaning. They often use dramatic symbols to reflect emotions, fears, or life situations rather than predict the future. Your dream has several powerful symbols. A bride in the olden days may symbolize commitment, destiny, expectations, or major life transition. That's why. Because I'm undergoing all this, guys. I know someone also is undergoing this. The old-fashioned setting can represent traditions, family expectations, or long-standing beliefs. Sometimes, guys, we have beliefs that has been inculcated to us ever since we were children, not necessarily our own belief, but the belief of other people, in the matrix. They program you. You become one in the system as you are growing up. And of course, we have traditions also. So a wagon can symbolize a journey or a life path that seems already chosen for someone. Escaping suggests a desire for freedom, independence, or avoiding a situation that feels limiting or forced. As of now, guys, I'm earning pretty well, possibly, but I don't have pension and I don't have salary. That's why I told you, because I retired early. So I don't have those benefits yet. So this is the situation. Maybe kind of my finances are limiting me, but actually I don't know, maybe it's just fear because I'm actually earning more than my salary when I was working, although it was a managerial position. Being shot after escaping may symbolize the fear that breaking away from expectations will have severe consequences. Aren't we sometimes afraid of that, especially when we are on a transition and we don't know what's the next move or right the next right move for us? Okay, it doesn't usually mean literal death. It can represent losing approval, relationships, security, or a part of one's old identity. Yeah. This particular period, July 19 to 24, I forgot what it's called in astrology, but it's like you are in between the old and the new life. So maybe that's why I dreamt about this, because my old life was security, the security of a salary. And then actually some of my loved ones, especially my mom, didn't approve of me getting out of that high position. um, it's the prestige, maybe, and of course it's the security that it gives me. But I did not feel so aligned with that anymore. I just had to get out. Somebody will resonate with this. Somebody might be feeling the same feelings as I'm having right now. So just hold on. The older woman, warning that everyone who escapes the powerful man dies, may represent an internalized belief or voice of authority that says, you can't go against this. Whether that authority is a person, a system, a fear, or a deeply rooted belief. Guys, we all have this, isn't it? We have that authority figure in our life that we are concerned about what they're going to say if we resign from this job. Sometimes it's the system because we were taught, we go to school, we work, and then we retire. And then when you get out of that system, it's kind of a big deal. And even for ourselves, it's also a big deal because it's our security. A fear or a deeply rooted belief. So the belief of, having a salary, working hard, hustle culture, and all that. And then I suddenly defined it, or somebody here might have suddenly defined it by getting out of it, getting out of your 9 to 5. Overall, this dream could be exploring themes such as feeling trapped by expectations or obligations. Of course, we have obligations to our mom, to our to our loved ones, especially if you're married. You have obligations to fulfill. Fear of the consequences of choosing your own path. Sometimes we get so used to, being led by others in our life, authority figures, mother, husband, or whoever. Um, So sometimes we're afraid to choose our own path, but then something inside us is always screaming to get out. Recognizing unhealthy power or control in a relationship or situation, a struggle between freedom and security. Exactly what I'm struggling right now. I want my time and money freedom, but the security of a salary coming in every 15th and 30th every month, I lost that. So somehow I'm still struggling. Although I'm earning, it's not as stable as a salary. From a spiritual perspective, if that's meaningful to you, the powerful man might symbolize anything that has an unhealthy hold over your life. So it can be fear, control, pride, or even a difficult circumstance. The dream may be inviting you to examine whether you've accepted the belief that there's no escape. Yeah, I think we have to examine ourselves. Are we making ourselves believe that there's no escape to or from the matrix? And to seek wisdom and courage rather than letting fear make your decisions. I always pray for wisdom and courage and discernment. So let's we should overcome our fear. I always tell myself whenever fear creeps in, I always tell myself, faith over fear, faith over fear. I choose to trust the process. I choose to trust God. Okay, rather than predicting events, this kind of dream is more than an invitation to reflect. So there are other meanings, but this is taking so long. But guys, if you need to make that decision, really think about it, pray for it, and then really feel yourself, and ask your higher self, is this the right decision? Ask God, is this the right decision? Ask your spirit, is this the right decision? And pray for the right path for you. I know this message might resonate with someone. And that's why, even if it's too personal for me, I'm sharing it because we may be on the same path. And I'm encouraging you, just pray, have faith, plan ahead, plan your exit. May God bless you with good health, wealth, and abundance in all areas of your life.